Welcome to my channel for comprehensive tutorials on fundamental principles to complex problems. I'll cover it all. Feel free to share, subscribe for more contents. Thank you. Hello everyone. Hope you're doing well, and we are here for exercise 2B that you can find on page 10. Now, before I begin this exercise, I must tell you that this topic is about finding out the measure of location. And a measure of location is a single value which describes a position in the data. If the single value describes the center of the data, it is called measure of central tendency. You should already know how to work out the mean, median, and mode of a set of ungrouped data and from ungrouped frequency table. You should know very well that the mode or a modal class is the value or class that occurs most often. Then comes median, is the middle value when the data values are put in order. First of all, you must always remember that they should be in order. Then comes the mean that can be calculated using this formula, the one that you can see on the screen. And moving straight to question number 1. This exercise has 7 questions, I guess, altogether. Yes, there are 7 questions. And once we are done with 7 questions, I'll take you to the Dr. Frost exercise that will continue. Anyways, taking you to the first question, which says Priyanka collected wild mushrooms every day for a week. When she got home, each day she weighed them to the nearest 100 grams. The weighs are in this form. So first of all, you should write down these mode for these data, and the number that occurs very often is 700. You can see 1, 2, and 3 different times it's appearing. That means 700 is the mode of this question. Then comes you need to find out the mean of these data. Once we add all these values, you get 4,200. And when 4,200 is divided by 7, because there are 7 different values, you get 600. So 600 grams is going to be the mean of the values given. Then comes median. For median, you need to find, first of all, arrange them in order. And first, we cancel 300 and 900, 400 and 700, and 500 and 700 like this. So middle value is going to be the 700 grams. Now moving on to the next part, it says on the next day, Priyanka collected 650 grams of wild mushrooms. Write down the effect this will have on the mean, the mode, and the median. So new value lies above mean, which is 600. So that means mean is going to be increased. Mode remains 700 because 700 is the most frequent value that you can see. And median shifts slightly down. That means decrease. Next comes question number 2. It says Taha collects 6 pieces of data, x1, x2, x3, x4, and likewise, and he works out that sum of x is 256.2. You need to find out the mean. So you know very well that when we need to find out the mean, we divide by number of values. There are 6 different values, and 256.2 when divided by 6, it gives us 42.7. So this is going to be the mean. Now, Taha collects another piece of data. It is 52. Write down the effect this piece of data will have on the mean. So 52 is greater than 42.7. So mean will definitely going to increase. Now comes next question, which is question number 3. It says the daily mean of visibility V values of Kuala Lumpur in May and June was recorded each day. The data are summarized as follows. May is 31 days and June has 30 days. So that means sum of B is going to be 724,000 and for June is going to be 632,000. You need to find out the mean visibility on each month. That means mean visibility is 724,000 divided by 31. So this is going to be the mean for the month of May. And same is going to be for the month of June because there are 30 days. So we divide by 30. So this is done. Now moving on to part B. It says overall mean. That means total sum of 724,000 plus 632,000. When we add them together, we get 1356,000. And total number of days are going to be 30 plus 31 is going to be 61. So once we divide by 61, you get 22230 meters. And that's all for question number 3. Now, moving on to question number 4, which says a small workshop records how long it takes in minute for each their workers to make up certain item. The items are shown in the table. Now, write down the mode of these data. That means 8 appears most of the time, as you can see here, that 8 is appearing over here and over here. So this is going to be the mode. Now we need to find out the mean of these data. That means sum of all these values are going to be 102, and 102 is divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 values are there. So 102 is divided by 10. So this is going to give us 10.2 as answer for this part of the question. Now comes to find out the median. Once we order all the numbers 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9. So when we add order them together, so 8 plus 9 is the middle number, this one, as you can see. When we add them together and divide by 2, you get 8.5 minutes as the answer for this median. Now, in part D, it says the manager wants to give the worker an idea of average time they took. Write down with a reason which of the answers A, B, or C should be used. So here, so what manager should be doing is find out the median. Median is the best one to give the clear idea, clear picture of the worker's output. Now comes question number 5. The frequency table shows the number of breakdowns B per month recorded by a lorry firm over a certain period of time. That means zero breakdown happens 8 times and one breakdown happens 11 times, two breakdowns in 12. So likewise, this data shows. So highest frequency is 12 because 12 times two breakdowns are appearing. That means so 2 is the most number of breakdowns happening in a certain period of time. Okay, so 2 is going to be the answer. Find the median number of breakdowns. That means there are total 36, and the value 18th and 19th value both fall in 1. So that means median is going to be 1. Now we need to find out the mean number of breakdowns. So that means once we multiply this, you get a 0. Here you get 11. Here you get 24. Here you get 9. Here you get 4. And here you get 5. So when we add them together, we get 53. Now 53 is divided by 36 occurrences. That means we get 1.47 is going to be the answer for part C. Now comes question number 6. In question number 6, it says the table shows the frequency distribution for the number of petals in the flowers of a group of type of a flower. Calculate mean number of petals. So once we get f of x, fx here is going to be 40, and this one is going to be some 342. I've already done over here. So once we multiply these two values, we get 342. Likewise, when we add them together, we get 618, and 618 is divided by 98. It gives us 6.31. If you need to find out how we get 98, when we add them together, we get 90. Now comes question number 7 is over here. A scientist is investigating how many eggs the endangered kakapo bird lay in each brood cycle. The result is are given in the frequency table, and one value of frequency is missing. So if the mean number of egg is 1.5, that means 1 times 7 and 2 times p and 3 times 2. That means 1 times 7 is a 7 plus 2 times p and 3 times 2 is a 6. So when all of them are divided by 7 plus p plus 2, it's going to be equals to 1.5. This is how expression is going to be that you can see on the screen. And once 9 plus p is going to be taken to the other side of the equal sign, it's going to be something like this. And so once we solve this equation, we can find out the value of p. This was the last question of this exercise 2b. Now I'm taking you to Dr. Frost that we were doing in the previous exercise 2a. Now, in here, what happens is the mean math score of 20 people in class A is 62. That means, first of all, we need to multiply 62 by 20 and 75 by 30. As you can see, mean is 20 over here, mean is 20, and number is 20, and mean is 62, which is given already. So total we can find out 1240. And for class B, number is 30 and the mean is 75 already given. When we multiply them together, we get 2250. Now, when we need to find out overall mean, we need to add 20 plus 30 students, and the total marks they have taken is 3490. When 3490 is divided by 50 students, is going to give us 69.8. So 69.8 is going to be the answer for this. Now, in says Archie the Archer competes in a competition with 50 rounds. He scored an average of 35 points in the first, 10 rounds, and an average of 25 in the remaining round. What was the average score per round? So that means mean is going to be increasing slightly because total has also increased, and no change, only one value changed slightly. Position in the middle stays the same. When it comes to the next slide that you can find on the Frost, it says items over here are 1, 4, 7, 9, 10. That means once we clear 1 and 10, 4 and 9, that means you have 7. Okay. And number is 5. That means it's going to be position of the median is going to be 5. And this is going to be 7. Next one is even numbers. That means we have 4 and 15 is going to be cancelled. And over here is going to be uh, 4 plus 1 is going to be divided by 2. That means 2.5. And 9 and 10 will be 19, and divided by 2 is going to be 9.5. So it's going to be position is going to be 2.5, and this one is going to be 9.5. And as I told you, it's going to be n plus 1 divided by 2 when you have ungrouped data. So that means this is 4. 4 plus 1 is a 5. 5 divided by 2 is a 2.5. And the value is going to be 9.5. Now, next one is even number. And even number, that means it's going to be 7 plus. This 7 plus 1 is a 8. 8 divided by 2 is going to be a 4. So at fourth position, you have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is a 7. So position is going to be fourth, and this is going to be 7. Next one is an even number, and 10 plus 1 is a 11, 11.11, and 11 divided by 2 is going to be 5.5. That means this is going to be 5.5, and the value is going to be 7.5. As you can see in here, this one is a group data. That means 7 plus 5 is a 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 17 when divided by 2, it's going to give us 8.5. So 8.5 you should be writing over here. And you know very well that there are 7 plus 5 plus 3 plus 2 is 17. And n over 2, that means n divided by 2. This gives us 8.5. This means we look for the 8.5th value, the class where cumulative frequency just passed 8.5. Now, these two rules we have understood that when the data is raw, ungrouped, it is going to be n plus 1 divided by 2. And when the data is grouped, it's going to be n divided by 2. This is something extremely important. Now, identifying group data and ungrouped data. This one is ungrouped, this one is ungrouped, and this one is also ungrouped, and this also is ungrouped. So we'll solve ungrouped first. So this is going to be n plus 1. That means 11 plus 1, which is 12. And 12 divided by 2 is going to be, mean position is going to be 6. Now this is 24. 24 plus 1 is a 25. 25 divided by 2 is going to give us 12.5. So 12.5 you can write straight away. Now when it comes to 35, that means 35 plus 1 is a 36. So 18 is going to be the position. Now The next one is 60. That means 60 plus 1 is going to be 61. That means 30 plus 1, 30.5 is going to be the value. Which one is the next? 18. 18 plus 1 is a 19. 19 is going to be giving us 9.5 as the answer. And any other ungrouped? No. Okay. Now comes to the group data. 12 plus 5 is a 17. 17 divided by 2 is going to give us 8.5, I guess. Yes, 8.5. Now, this one is 15 plus 6 is a 21. 21 means 11.2, I guess. No, 21. That means 10.5. If I'm wrong, do this correction. Here, 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 divided by 2 is going to give us a 5. And next is 5 plus 6, 11, 12, 13. 13 divided by 2 is going to give us 6.5. If there is a mistake, please let me know in the comments. And these are the quick fire questions that you can find in Dr. Frost. Next part of this slide is going to be in the next video, which is going to be exercise 2C. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope this exercise is going to be helping you in your learning.